I'm super excited to be talking to you guys this week via YouTube. Roy Lee from Do the Different has asked me to do this, and I'm so stoked. I want to talk a little bit about identity and who you are and where you find your identity. You see, in today's culture, so many things around us tell us who we are. So many things around us tell us what a man is and what a man is supposed to be, and what a woman is, and how she is supposed to be identified and how she is to be seen. And society just, it has such an impact on us. And we're surrounded by stuff, and we're surrounded by things and people who are entitled to things, and just we see all these people, just that you end up seeing these people that have all these things, and they just have stuff and stuff and stuff, and you begin to want this stuff. And that kind of consumes us, and it kind of begins to identify us in a way. Or you have a world that says a man is this, and this is who a man is, and this is who a woman is. So when people ask you, hey, who are you? You kind of begin to resort to your job or to the things that you do throughout the day. Like, you know, I'm a salesman, or I'm a businessman, I'm a father, I'm a mother, I'm a secretary, I'm a daughter, I'm an aunt, I'm a grandma, I'm a veteran, you know, right? All these different identities that we pull out of the air to describe us and to say who we are. The problem with that is that they're fleeting identities. They're not a set identity that you will have for eternity and that you can base your entire life upon. If your identity is in your job, what happens when you retire? If your identity is on the football field, what happens if you get hurt and can't play anymore? Or what happens if you don't receive that scholarship? Or what happens if you don't make it to the pros? Who are you then? If your identity is in your family, what happens when you lose someone in your family? Who are you then? So let me read something out of 1 Peter. I'm going to be in verse 2. Or chapter 2, verse 9 and 10, just to kind of help us unpack our identity and who we should be and where we need to place our identity. It says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you have not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. You are a chosen race. You are a royal priesthood, and a holy nation." This is your identity. You are God's people. And if you place yourself in anything less than this, you will forever be searching for who you are. See, the problem with current worldly identities is that they're temporary, and you continue to have to change that identity. Especially in this time of season, you can really see this happening. You watch TV, right, and it's all about power tools, and that's what you need for man, you know, and a man is someone who works with power tools, and a man is someone who does this, and if your identity is placed in those types of things, then what happens later in life is we have 60, 70, 80-year-old people who have no idea who they are. And what happens when you don't know who you are, you begin to have midlife crises, things like that. You begin to buy these things, or you begin to try to find your identity in the surrounding things in the world. You buy a Lexus and put a bow on it, right? Because that's who you are. You're someone that can afford a Lexus. Or you begin to buy new TVs, or you begin to buy these trinkets and these temporary materialistic things to try to fill that void in your heart, that the only thing that can fill that void is the proper identity of a chosen race, of an heir of the kingdom of God, of being one with Christ. And we begin to flood ourselves, and we begin to fill our world up with these false identities and with these things that we can never take with us, with these materialistic things that will never hold any value. They break, they ruin, they grow old, they fall apart, they crumble. But a people of God, a people for his own possession, that proclaim the excellencies of him who called us out of darkness into his marvelous light, that kind of identity, you're going to live with that forever. You're going to have that in your heart from the day you die. When things fall around you, when you begin to lose and lose everything that you have, and you begin to lose your job, or you lose your friends, or you wreck your car, or you don't make it to college, and you still will know who you are. You will still be a chosen race. You will still be a royal priesthood. You will still be a holy nation. You will still be a people for his own possession. You will still be able to proclaim the excellencies of him who calls you out of darkness into his marvelous light. You will still be a God's people, and you will still be a people who have received mercy. Cling to that identity. Cling. Find it in your heart to understand that you are an heir with Christ. You are sons and daughters of God, and therefore an heir of the kingdom of heaven. Everything, every treasure, every glorious thing can be yours. I'm not saying possessions are wrong. I'm not saying TVs are wrong. I'm not saying nice cars and clothes and things are wrong. But don't get so consumed that it becomes who you think you are. Thanks for listening, guys. Continue to strive towards Christ. Continue to hunger for Christ. Continue to be in your word. Everything you ever need is right here. I love you guys. I hope you get something out of this. And submit a video, man. If you got something good, let Roy Lee have it. He'll get you fixed up and proclaim the word. Millions of people have YouTube. Everyone can watch it. We can really reach the world. Do something different. Strive to be different.
Yes, your voice keeps calling me. You're